We're good, although I don't know if I'm as good as Kid Rock and RFK Jr. in a workout session, presumably at Kid Rock's house.
It's so
And
cool. His house is so cool. I have house
oh
envy.
my God. Like
It's
wow, what a setup, you guys. And
right.
so just imagine that you are watching this video with Kid Rock's music playing in the background, which I had to mute because of copyright issues, but just imagine the hype music behind it. Cause and RFK Jr. is
he's so hot.
Oh my God.
72. The dude is hot. 72. Just keep that in mind when you're watching this.
I do think it's weird that he works out and also gets into cold water baths in jeans, but put that aside.
I'm okay with it. I'll allow
it. So here they are, and they've basically made like a music workout video.
There's like sharks and all sorts of stuff. Eagles flying around.
Look at that. I mean, that is like,
and then there's skinny Kid Rock.
Nice spread.
Oh, his house is phenomenal. I love it. It's so like, it's like a big log cabin. But, oh God, I'm in love with this house.
I wonder where this is. Do you know where he lives?
Tennessee. I'm pretty sure he lives in Tennessee. Yeah.
I mean, they're using all the machine. Look at that. I mean, he's on an elliptical or a bike rather in jeans. And this is like a whole ass sauna, like a giant sauna room.
Beautiful.
And then he's in jeans.
I know. Maybe he's just trying to be modest. I have no idea.
And now he's in wet jeans, like walking through the house.
Right. Kid Rock is so cute and skinny. Look at him. He's like skinny white boy.
His muscles.
I
mean, and of course there's an indoor tennis court.
Of course. I mean, why wouldn't there be? Why would you not have an indoor tennis court? Of course.
Wow.
God, look at that.
That looks like one of those wolf lodges.
Right. You know? He does have a great wolf lodge in his house. I love it. I love it so much.
That's just, that was, wow.
Maha, you guys. Maha.
Yeah, Maha that right up.
He also hydrates. You know he does that. You guys.
Oh, you know they hydrate well.
Native Hydrate. Do it. Go to nativehydrate.com/chicks. Try it risk-free. Every order comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. nativehydrate.com/chicks.
Native Hydrate. Do it. Okay. Is that this? Yes. So here's something that we would like to start doing, which I think would be kind of fun, because we know you guys like to have your comments read. And so if you would leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, whether you hate us or you love us, we would read both. We would be happy to read your hate mail if you leave a review on the Apple Podcast platform. And also that just helps us, helps elevate the presence of our podcast, which you should be subscribing to if you are not already. So anyway, leave a review and maybe we'll read it, because I just think that would be fun. Right. All right.
We'd love that.
Okay, let's talk about some headlines. I am sorry in advance for today's program because it is absolutely all over the place. Like you know how I try to put some coherent structure into the order of things?
It's okay. No. Listen, some of us are ADD here. We don't care, right? You know
That's what I feel like the show is good for today, is somebody with ADHD. Exactly. Exactly. So here's some headlines that you need to know about. And first of all, I don't watch humans fight other humans for sport. I just think it's just not my cup of tea. But everybody is making a huge fuss about the fact that Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano are going to be on Netflix on May 16th in an MMA fight. And I know people get real excited about this. I find it completely disgusting, but you do you.
I mean, I'll watch it. I don't find it.
You will?
I'll totally watch it. Yeah, I don't find it disgusting, but I mean, it's a sport. I mean, it's a sport. These women are very fit. It's a sport.
But they're literally trying to beat each other to a bloody pulp. Why is that fun to watch?
I think it would be more fun if we shoved some of these like crazy satanic pedophiles in the ring with either one of them, and they could kick the shit out of them. That would be
fun. Alternatively, Candace Owens. I would watch that.
Either one. That would be fun to watch. Right. But I mean, it's a sport, you know, I mean, like I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I mean, both of those chicks are in way better shape than I am. So props to them, you know?
I mean, absolutely props. If this is what they want to do, you know, good on them, more power to them and all of that.
Right.
But thank you, but no, I will not be watching that. In other utterly unrelated news, as I said, every story is going to be like that. Tricia McLaughlin, who you may know from being a spokesperson for DHS, she is leaving her post. There were rumors about this. And in fact, it was reported that she was wanting to leave earlier last year. And then like Minneapolis happened. And so she was, you know, obviously very busy, and she stayed on for a bit. And now she is leaving. And she confirmed this in her own post on X. You can read this if you'd like to.
I am enormously grateful to President Trump, Secretary Noem, and the American people for the honor and privilege to serve this great nation. I am immensely proud of the team we built and the historic accomplishments achieved by this administration and the Department of Homeland Security. Lauren Biss, an extraordinary talent who has been with me since day one of the Trump administration, will take over as the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs. Katie Zachariah, did I say that right? A dynamic and effective voice in media will serve as spokeswoman and Deputy Assistant Secretary. I look forward to continuing the fight ahead. Okay.
I was like, is it Zachariah? Is it Zachariah? Who knows?
Zachariah. We don't know, but we're going with Zachariah. Okay.
But I can tell you this. She is going to be a new favorite spokesperson for many, many a straight man and gay woman out there. She is spectacularly gorgeous, like beyond gorgeous, and also very, very effective. And so she is a lawyer. She's obviously very, very pro-Trump. She's been a super advocate for ICE. And she was recently on Fox. And so I just thought I would share with you a video of her, of how gorgeous she is, because she is stunning.
And this is what they get, Katie.
And they stand also, as Bill
said, God,
they stand in violation of the Supremacy Clause, and they will lose on this. The Supremacy Clause says there is a supreme law of the land, and that immigration falls under that trace, and so they're not going to be able to enforce this. But more importantly, the widespread pattern of this has to do with sanctuary cities thinking they're above the law. In L.A. County, Mayor Bass and all of these supervisors think they're above the law. They are not. The federal law applies to them, and they stand in violation. And President Trump said today, all of these states that have sanctuary jurisdictions are on notice. Federal funding will be revoked, and they should do that for LA City right off the bat.
She's kind of Marco Rubio.
You're off your mic. You're off your mic.
I am?
Yeah, it's like super loud and super crazy sounding.
How am I off my mic?
No, put yourself back.
I'm on my mic.
Oh no, you're not. You were like to start the show, but now it's not.
Am I on it?
Yes. Okay, much better.
Good Lord, what happened?
Woo.
She looks like she's very Margot Robbie-esque.
Yes.
Don't you think? She has like that absolute Barbie, beautiful, like naturally, God blessed her. And I wasn't in that line. Look.
Like I don't even know what she just said. I have no idea.
No idea. And I'm straight. Okay. I'm strictly dickly, but I'm looking at her going, I cannot hear the words coming out of your face.
Right.
Like you're
so maybe this is not a good spokesperson, because if nobody's actually listening to you,
or maybe it is. You know, maybe it is.
I mean, I'm sure she is Trump approved. So
yeah, of course.
Anyway, just stupidly gorgeous. So
stunning.
You're welcome for me sharing that with all of you.
Happy Wednesday, straight people and gay women.
She's probably like one of those people that just doesn't even need anything to help her maintain the perfect weight. But if you are a person that needs a little help, lean is something you should consider.
It's great stuff. Yeah. I mean, you don't need the injections. You don't need all that. And the side effects. I've been seeing stuff that it makes you blind and stuff. What is that? Like,
oh my God.
Like all the stuff. I'm sorry. Just all the stuff that I'm sure people are out there going, that's not true, Daisy. It probably isn't. But I just see like all the crazy like side effects from the injections. Thank you, but no. Our salesperson, Jen, she's been taking it. And she's actually
not the injections, lean.
No,
she's been taking lean.
And she's been taking it because she just wants to get rid of the food noise because over the holidays she said she ate too much. She doesn't have she doesn't have any weight to lose at all.
No,
but she's like, I want to lose like a couple pounds. But she said it gives her energy. It doesn't make her jittery, and then it helps with the food noise and the cravings, because she said that she ate for sport over the holidays, which a lot of us did. The ingredients in lean have been shown to lower blood sugar, burn fat by converting it to energy, and then it does curb your cravings. So you're just not as hungry. And so you can make better choices, which is really great, right? So it's an oral supplement. You just take like 3, I think, a day in the morning. And then it targets weight loss by all those ways that I told you. It's like blood sugar, appetite, and then converting fat to energy. So lose weight at a meaningful pace. You know what I mean?
Our folks have done it. There's people in our audience. There was remember the one person that lost like 50 pounds already.
Right. And some people are saying I lost 30. It's just a nice, kind of slower pace. You can get 20% off and free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com, enter promo code CHICKS. Takelean.com, CHICKS.
Do it. All right. So I have a theory. I want to see if you agree, if you all agree. I saw this video of Trump on Air Force One, and he'd been talking to the press, and then there was a question about Valentine's Day. And I'm sure that was not an expected question. That's not typically something that anybody asks of a president, but because Melania was also on the flight, and perhaps they had seen her or just knew that, they wanted to know if Trump had done anything, if they had done anything for Valentine's. And my theory after watching this is that he completely forgot
that it actually even happened,
that it actually even was a thing.
Yeah.
And so it's just because there's like this flash of a moment where it looks like he's kind of deer in the headlights.
He's like,
you know what
wait,
I mean?
What? It's February? What?
And then like he instantly goes to, she's doing a great job. She's like the best first lady ever. She's a movie star. She's doing a great job. And so anyway, see if that is your impression as well.
Melania's in the plane. We have a movie star on the plane.
Did you have any Valentine's Day plans with her?
Did I what?
Did you do anything for Valentine's with her? Did you give her flowers?
I better not tell you that. Goodbye, everybody. That's the toughest question. No, she's very, I'm proud of the fact, our movie's so successful. It's a tremendous hit. And she does a good job. She does some very consequential work. I think you're going to see in the end that she's going to go down as one of the truly great first ladies. When you see what she's doing with Russia, Ukraine, and so many of the other things she's doing, she's done a good job. She works very hard.
I mean, that was his Valentine's gift, right? Is singing her praises right then and there, I think.
Okay, that's a
listen.
fair.
My husband and I, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We were with our kids on Valentine's Day, celebrating my daughter's 16th birthday. That's what we did. And then like the week before, I got flowers, just like I get flowers like every other week from my husband, because we just don't do the Valentine's Day thing. I guess people think that's bad, but that's how we are.
It doesn't matter how you celebrate it. I'm asking if you think it looks like he forgot.
Probably, because I mean, we probably would have forgot it too had somebody not said, like, had we not gone to like 3 restaurants and were denied service because so many people were there.
Yeah,
on
you
Valentine's
need a reservation
Day.
on Valentine's.
And we were like, oh shit, oh that's right, it's Valentine's Day. Like, this is why there's so many people in restaurants, and it's driving me crazy. Like, we can't get a seat. And then we realized, oh yeah, that's right. All the amateurs are out on Valentine's Day.
I feel like Trump wouldn't have that problem.
He probably wouldn't have. Yeah, he would get right in. But we had to eat at Panda Express. Not that there's anything wrong with Panda Express.
I love me some Panda.
Right.
And some orange chicken. Are you kidding me?
Right. It's true. But that's the thing. Is like, that's the only reason that we were reminded that it was Valentine's Day. But it's not everybody does Valentine's
Are you
Day.
saying that my outfit on Friday did not remind you?
Yeah. It totally did. But it was like the day before Valentine's Day, and I quickly forgot that it was Valentine's Day like 3 hours later after the show. So I don't blame him for this. I don't. Plus, he's the president of the United States.
I do feel like he's busy and has an excuse to forget. I just thought it was cute that his face registered this moment of like, you know what I mean? I love that. I just thought it was super cute.
Yeah.
Also, in that same little batch of press questions, somebody asked about who he was going to support in the race that is effectively going to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene, and he was like, he basically said she sucks. She's a big fat traitor. And there's a couple people running and whatever. We'll see how that race plays out.
Yeah.
But she saw that clip and, she's been awful about him.
She
awful.
is, right?
And I believe AOC when she said it's totally because he would not support a run for Senate.
Yeah.
And that's why she's like, well, then I'm leaving and I'm just going to bitch about everything forever as my full-time job now. And so she saw that clip from of Trump talking about her. And she posted on X saying him calling me that because he called her a traitor. Him calling me that has become a badge of honor because I'm not in his cult.
Oh my God.
Now all of a sudden we're a cult.
Mhm.
I refuse to bow to his demands to cover up the Epstein files to protect his friends. And I stopped fighting the hardest for a team that intentionally refuses to win. This is what she's saying now.
The files are out now, biatch.
And who did that?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So she's wrong about this. He's not covering up for anybody. The files are out. So shut up.
So this is a fight she's just become so absolutely awful.
She is Liz Cheney 2.0.
Yeah. And now she's like she's doing this weird thing where because now she hates Laura Loomer also, and I can't stand Laura Loomer and I can't stand Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's like, I have no dog in this fight at all. But now Laura Loomer is going after her and she's responding and it's just becoming so ugly, but also so juicy. And so in the spirit of Catty Wednesday, we'll show you this little fight. Laura Loomer said, as I said before, expect to see Marjorie Traitor Greene do nothing but attack President Trump all throughout 2026. She wants the GOP to lose the midterms. So read what Marjorie said back.
I have to admit, I was wrong when I warned Trump and his senior staff to stay away from Laura Loomer. Her divisiveness, loyalty test, temper tantrums, Israel first agenda, and her manufactured bullshit she calls Loomered have all been great for the party and the president. Laura is a two-time congressional candidate loser who has been seriously underestimated. Please make her chair of the RNC. Wait, that is not enough. Make her the White House chief of staff. How dare President Trump not reward his most loyal worshiper, literally the self-appointed high priestess of MAGA or MIGA or whatever this thing has mutated into. I can't believe they haven't even given Laura the most simple and basic of all things, White House press credentials. This is an outrage.
I mean, they're just getting so...
Okay, so instead of Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano, get these two in a ring.
That would be fun.
That would be fun, right?
That would be amazing. So anyway, that fight is happening. Just thought everybody should know.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw the most amazing AI version of what Trump would look like if he were from other countries. And you guys,
oh my God,
he's hot. In some of these countries, he
would
be so hot.
Super hot.
Do not think Trump is attractive. I mean, I'm not insulting him, just not my
but
never
you
was.
Make
like
him the
in
head
his youth, I also did not think he was attractive.
No, but you make him the head of state of like Brazil or something. And
right?
Like, hey.
Yeah. And all of a sudden he becomes completely hot, as you're going to see. I would like it if you could read the names for him.
Here we go.
When
I'll try.
He's from all these other places, because it is so good, you guys. It's amazing.
I'm gonna try as you go along here. Okay, here we go. If he was born in other countries, here we go. It's Donaldo Tremero Bolivar, Venezuela. Dmitry Trumov in Russia.
Hot.
Donald Trumper in India. Donaldo Trumpez, Mexico. Donaldo Trumbi in Italy, hot. Yeah. Dominique Trumpeau from France. Donald Trump, Germany.
Oh my God.
Dongla de Toulon, China. There's Daniel Termani Farzand, Iran. Okay. Donaldo Trump of Brazil is hot. He's looking hot. Yeah. Then there's Donarundo Tarampu, Japan. Donaldo Trumpezi, Argentina. Oh my God. Donat Trumpoglu, Turkey.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I have no idea. Nigeria. Sir Donald Trumpton, England. Yeah, there were some hot ones. The Italian one, right?
Right.
How you doing?
The Italian one was, I think, my favorite.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, that was some amazing AI work right there.
It was good.
And along those same veins, somebody also put together what it would look like if famous people throughout history were just regular Joe Schmoes. And I don't know why this was so odd to see, but it just really is odd to see these people as regular people. It's just like at Applebee's.
Oh my God, Joseph Stalin. Hey. It's just so bizarre.
Isn't it the weirdest thing?
So weird. He's at a Kinko's. Is it a Kinko's? What is that?
Or like a
Blockbuster. GameStop is what it is. Frederick Douglass. Oh my God. This is so. Oh my God.
Lincoln as a bartender.
Yo, hey, can I have a beer? That is bizarre.
He's an IT guy.
He just looked. Yeah.
Isn't it just the weird?
Oh, he's homeless. I can't.
It's unbelievable.
Nelson Mandela
at a corporate desk job.
That's bizarre. Margaret Thatcher. Look at her with her walker. God bless her. Mahatma Gandhi.
School bus driver. And the Best Buy guy, Charles Darwin.
Totally.
Oh, sometimes AI is really, really good.
My favorite is when they take like actresses and they make them into real people, and they're usually like chunky.
Yes.
You know, and they're shopping at Walmart. It's like they're not as hot as they, are in real life because they're just like us, you guys.
It's so that's the best part of AI when it gets scary, because I sent you a video this morning that was terrifying.
Yeah, because I fight with ChatGPT all the time. You're like, look at this fight.
I mean, AI is going to kill us all. And I think we just need to get our minds wrapped around that. The sooner the better, because
we need to shove all of them in an incinerator, just like Terminator, before it's too late.
Yeah. You also need to start taking of your eye skin before it's too late. And we have a new product for you to try.
Van Man. Have you guys heard of Van Man? Sorry, I have such a frog in my throat today. I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm not getting sick. But we are all about Maha this year. And I'm reading like every single label that I have now more than ever. I used to do that, but I'm doing it like obsessively now. And the best eye cream is from Van Man. There's no gross chemicals or synthetic junk. Do you have it? I have it.
I don't have the eye cream. I have some of their lip balm though.
It's like far away from me now. But anyways, they have a thing called the Pearl Eye Cream. It's different because it uses wild caught pearl powder, which supports not only, it doesn't just make your eyes look better, but it supports your eye health. Because if you've never heard of pearl powder, it's finely milled, it's bioavailable powder created from freshwater and saltwater pearls. And so they blend that with emu and castor oils. And so it's really good for your skin, but it's also good for your vision. And it fights cataracts and floaters, which I know you have, Mock. Floaters. Yeah. So it has all the good stuff in it. So check it out, you guys, because they have a lot of really great products on Van Man.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, you can go to they do have lip balms.
I love that. Like what? Remember? Like when we were kids using these?
Yes.
I love this stuff.
Vanman is it vanman.shop slash chicks? Yes. vanman.shop/chicks. Use code chicks for 15% off. Okay. vanman.shop/chicks. I have to make sure I read that correctly. Yes.
Do it. Check it out. They got a lot of cool stuff over there.
They do.
Lots of cool stuff.
Yeah.
George Conway, as you know, he is running for Congress in New York and is making his entire platform just hating Trump and wanting to get rid of Trump and not understanding how Trump is still in office. That's it. He has no policy ideas whatsoever. He just has his greasy, disgusting, oily Trump hatred. That's it.
Tell us how you really feel about him, Mock.
I'm so disgusted by him.
He is. He's so gross. I will always say Kellyanne slept with that 4 times.
Why do you have to do that?
Because I can't know it alone. Okay.
God,
we're all friends here.
We just, that's a file we've deleted on purpose.
I have to remind everybody.
Why?
Like she married that guy on purpose.
That's not nice.
That's
not nice.
Guys.
It's not
so
nice.
Gross.
I mean, it's mean enough that I'm playing a clip of him, but then for
mean.
you to put that visual in our minds,
oh my God,
it's mean. It's
mean.
mean.
I know. Sorry, guys. It's gross.
And then this gets even worse because not only is he you're going to see a video of him. He's doing this podcast with Rick Wilson, who is also just a vile, disgusting creature. And all they can talk about is Trump hatred. And they're not even dancing around it. They're just full on out there, which of course leads me to say, hide your kids.
Hide them.
Hide your wives.
All of them. Because
they are crashing out. Totally.
I mean, if this guy isn't impeached and removed, what's the point to basically Article 1 of it? What's the point of the whole Constitution? Sure. This is the ultimate safeguard, is that you can't have a fucking criminal running the government for his own benefit, screwing the people. And that's what we have. I mean, not just in one thing, everything he does. I mean, and it's like, if we can't get rid of this fucking guy, like we need to be basically ready to put ourselves to lie down on the fucking railroad track.
Exactly.
They are not okay.
They're not okay.
They are just not okay. Like, these guys are the P words, you know?
Yeah.
They don't contribute anything except for bitching about Trump. Trump lives rent-free in their tiny little brains. You know, those guys have never built anything or done anything of use ever. He can't fix anything. Dude is not a real man, you know?
I bet he has like the softest hands.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh God.
Soft, slimy hands.
Slimy. Yeah. He's just
my God.
Such a, and you know that deep down they're hot for him. They're hot for Trump.
That's what it is. Oh my God.
Disgusting dudes. Like, it's horrible for me to even call them dudes. They're not dudes.
No, these are not dudes.
Gross.
These are manlets.
God, he needs a bra. He's such a woman.
Yeah. I mean, he's just vile. And I'm sorry.
Yes,
I apologize for making you
gross.
Deal with that clip and then having Daisy put thoughts into your head that
sorry,
I'm
going to do it. That guy is not even a guy. Disgusting.
Ugh. You know who's a real man, though, is Tom Homan. Mm-hmm. That's a man. Okay. That is all dude. And I apologize for what you're about to hear, but it needs to be heard, because Tom Homan was speaking recently about the work, obviously, that ICE does, and that he does with Border Patrol. And he kind of explains his why here. As you know, Tom Homan was an ICE agent, has been involved in Border Patrol his entire career, has seen horrible, terrible things. And I think because of all the idiots out there who protest ICE and who like try to stop their cars and get in their faces and do all that nonsense, we forget about some of the absolute horrors that these men and women have to see. And thanks to them, they are trying to eliminate those horrors. And that doesn't get talked about enough, the actual good work that they're doing. And so even though this is a hard story to hear, it needs to be heard, and it needs to be, we all need this reminder of the kinds of evil they are trying to rid our country of.
I just found one 2 days ago, an example, 14-year-old little girl living with 2 adult males who trafficked her, and we found her she's pregnant from trafficking, being forced into prostitution. 14 years old. So we're taking care of her, both physically and mentally. Despite what the media says, we're not heartless. We care about these kids. I'm a father. And the reason I'm so emotional and so headstrong on this issue, because I've dealt with dying children throughout my career. I've held dying children. I've held dead children. I talked to little girls as young as 9 that were raped multiple times by the criminal cartels. I'll never forget it. When you get on your knees to talk to a 9-year-old little girl, everything innocent and pure is ripped from her, and she don't believe in humanity anymore because you had a bunch of animals crawling on her and taking everything pure from her. You'll never forget it. And that shit's happening every day through this trafficking, and we're going to put an end to it.
God bless him.
I know.
And liberals will fight to have those disgusting animals stay here.
Yep. And they'll get in their way of trying to capture these people.
Yeah. And they'll be like, we're doing it for the children. F you.
Right? It's just so vile.
Disgusting. And these liberal white women who have this savior complex are getting in the way of getting these animals out of here. And they're leaving their kids at home to do it. Disgusting.
Right. And that's why when I heard that, as hard as it is to hear, I was like, we got to remind people what they're actually trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? I want them to do this job.
Absolutely.
We need them to do this job.
We voted for this.
Right. Exactly. And I know that was hard. And so we're going to balance it out with something hilarious. And that is an ICE agent, presumably gay. And I'm just saying that based on the voice, okay? He may not be gay, but he sounds gay. And I think we need more people just like this dealing with exactly the women that you just described, these white, liberal, guilty, these guilt complex idiots that try to get in the way of ICE. Here is how this ICE agent dealt with a complete Karen.
And this is why they should have more gay men working for ICE.
Right.
Because they are the only ones that could slap down those Karens.
This isn't a good look for you.
You think I care about my look?
No, no, trust me.
When you guys
It is evident by how you look, you don't care. We get that, trust me. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this, trying to be a social warrior. If you actually cared, you probably would care about the child who got raped and also the person who got murdered by the person that we were looking for. But see, you don't care.
No, I don't care because you guys try. You just try to detain legal immigrants.
And he's like 3 snaps.
Right.
Sassy gay ICE men are like my favorite ICE men.
I mean, how can you not love that?
Right. He's the Scott Bessent of ICE.
Exactly. Exactly.
Love it.
Oh my God. I could not have loved that any harder. I could not.
The best.
All right. Moving on, we need to talk about the fact that Vance, JD Vance was on with Martha McCallum yesterday for a very wide-ranging interview, and he talked about a lot of things, and you are encouraged to go and watch the whole thing. We'll show a couple of the clips, one of which was Martha showing Vance recent polling about the midterms from their own channel, from their own polling. And Vance was like, we don't really like Fox polling. See how you think this answer went across, because I thought it was fine.
Congressional vote preference. This was at the end of January, so just a few weeks ago. Of all voters, Democratic candidate preference at 52, GOP candidate at 46. We've got a long way to go, but obviously that number would not be good for the majority.
That would not be good. I will say, as much as we love Fox News, we always think Fox News has the worst polling. Me and the president agree on that. I'm sorry.
I can show you other ones that are very similar. But since they're ours, I show ours.
But here's the fundamental issue in the midterms. And I think we're going to make this argument to the American people. And the American people are obviously, they're going to be the ones who make this decision. Is look, if you go back to the Biden administration, the average American lost about $3,000 in take-home pay during the 4 years that Democrats were in charge. In the first year of the Trump administration, average Americans have gained about $1,200. Now, there's kind of a good news, bad news dynamic there. If you're looking at it from the perspective of the last year, Americans have done better. If you're looking at it from the perspective of the Biden administration, we're still digging out of the hole the Democrats put us in. And I think that the question we're going to put to the American people is, do you want to give the government back over to the people who frankly burned down the house and made most Americans much less wealthy and much less safe? Or do you want to double down on the president's leadership, which has helped us recover?
I mean,
I
like that answer.
I do too. And I like, he's like, your polls suck.
Right. And Trump thinks so too.
Right. We don't like your poll. I don't like polls either. I just don't like any polls. I've never been asked anything for a poll ever. No one's ever called me and said, hey, Daisy, how do you feel about so-and-so? Because I would happily tell them. But no one's ever called me. Have you guys ever been polled? Maybe there are a few people here that have been polled. But
I have not been polled.
I think they're dumb.
One time I got a call about Indiana politics.
Yeah.
And, I answered, but like that is the only time. I've never been polled about national elections or anything like that.
Yeah, I just have never been asked about that ever.
Maybe it's because, maybe like if you donate to the RNC rather than individual candidates, maybe that's how you get polled. I don't know, because I don't donate to the RNC. That's not how I do the things.
I don't know.
So anyway, that was his answer on that. And listen, JD is as solid as a rock. Okay,
yes.
on a lot of these issues, there's no question about it. I still prefer Marco. I know you do too.
I do too. Yeah.
I also don't think Marco's going to happen, which sucks.
Why?
Well, because Marco is, what's the word? He's polite.
Like he's being polite.
Deferring. He is deferring to JD.
He shouldn't do that.
As long as JD wants to be or as long as he wants to run for president, Marco has said, you are the guy.
Has he actually said that though? Have we heard him say that out loud?
Yes,
okay,
Marco has.
He said that. People can change their minds.
True. Absolutely.
And it is politics, and that happens. So maybe he'll change his mind.
Well, and Trump has talked about the ticket being the both of them, which would mean, I guess, that Marco would be VP, which is a hard pill to swallow, frankly, because he's so effective in his jobs right now. You know,
VP would be horrible for him.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, unless JD Vance treated it like a co-president situation, which would be awesome. But what are the chances? You know?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Anyway, he was also asked by Martha. Martha actually played him that ridiculous clip of AOC really fumbling the question at the Munich Security Council about Taiwan and China. And here is JD's reaction to that clip.
You bring me on your show and you show me the most uncomfortable 20 seconds of television I've ever seen. My takeaway from that.
What happened there? What do you think?
Well, I think it's a person who doesn't know what she actually thinks. And I've seen this way too much in Washington with politicians where they are given lines. And when you ask them to go outside the lines they were given, they completely fall apart because, look, does anybody really believe that AOC has very thoughtful ideas about the global world order or about what the United States should do with our policy in Asia or our policy in Europe? No, this is a person who is mouthing the slogans that somebody else gave her. And it
I guess
shows
no one gave her one for that one.
I guess not. And it shows how thin the Democrats' policy actually is on all these very, very important questions. Look, that was embarrassing. If I had given that answer, I would say, you know what? Maybe I ought to go read a book about China and Taiwan before I go out on the world stage again. I hope that Congresswoman Cortez has the same humility. I'm skeptical.
I think that AOC is one of those candidates that was tapped by Soros, and she is where she is because she's supposed to be there. Like she's not. It was not organic. Let's put it that way. She was planned. She is a plant. She's put there on purpose with purpose. And so when she is put in that situation where she can't answer questions, it's because she didn't get the script. She didn't get the script for that particular question.
Or she forgot it.
She forgot it because she doesn't have any original thoughts. She isn't organic.
She's useless on foreign policy, utterly useless.
She is a puppet. And she's a total Soros puppet. Exactly.
She has to know that that's her weakness. So to even go, assuming that she had months and months of prep, which her prep guy said she had months of prep ahead of that council.
That was months of prep.
That was months of prep.
Yeah. And then they want her to be president.
Right.
Sweet Jesus, no.
Oh my God. Help us.
Help us all.
Please. Because yikes.
Have mercy.
And have mercy on your dogs. Your dogs need vitamins just like you do, you guys.
They love it. I swear, Bear is like obsessed with the stuff. Loves it.
They do love it.
Yeah,
they do.
Sprinkle a little bit in there. He waits. He won't eat his food until he has it. I mean, both of my other dogs, they'll eat their food like no matter what because they're insane. But they both love it. Everybody in my house, all the 3 dogs, they all love it. But Bear, he's the newest one. And I think, he's 6 years, almost 7 years old. If I said 6, 7, my daughter would laugh at me for saying that. But he's like 6-ish years old. And I think because he never had it, he's like, oh my God, this is really great. He really, really loves it. And it gives him more energy. He is one of those, I have a lot of allergies kind of dogs. It has helped with his allergies, less itching.
And it's Rough Greens, by the way, if you're listening and not watching, it's Rough Greens.
Rough
We're talking about because we haven't said the name yet.
It's Rough Greens. Yes, it's better. He has better breath. He plays like a puppy. And he's just a happier dog. He's a healthier dog. All of my dogs are happier and healthier because I use Rough Greens on their food. So you just sprinkle a little bit on, no matter, you don't have to change their food. We feed our dogs the cheapest food available because we have 1,000 dogs and they're gigantic and we have to feed them like 1,000 cups of food a day. So that's what we do. That's how we elevate their food and we make sure they're getting all their vitamins and their minerals. It's fantastic. You guys can get a free Jumpstart trial bag. Just cover shipping. Use discount code CHICKS. Claim that bag at roughchicks.com. That's roughchicks.com. Promo code CHICKS. Do it.
Roughchicks.com. And don't forget, they also have the same thing for cats.
For
Meow
kitty
greens.
cats.
Kitty
Meow
cats. They love it too.
It does work for cats. Yes, it does.
All right. So Vance also addressed the question of and it's cut off, so you're not gonna hear Martha's full question. But essentially, she reminds JD Vance that he also was at this exact same council a year ago and gave a very similar speech. But she made the point, and now I remember this when she talked about it. Although we praised the crap out of it, we loved what he said because it was very similar. The themes were similar to what Marco's speech was just about, but it wasn't as well received. And I don't know if that was a tone thing or what, but you remember when Marco gave his speech, standing O's from everybody. Like everybody in the audience loved it. When JD Vance gave a very similar themed speech, there was not that same reaction. In fact, people across, there were other world leaders, other nations were insulted by it, which doesn't make any sense because they were, again, very, very similar. So Martha asked him to explain the difference. And so you're going to hear just the tail end of her question, but just know that that's the background before you listen to his answer.
Rubio, Secretary of State, was there, gave a speech that had a lot of similar underpinnings to it, but they were applauding and they thought it was great. So what happened with that? Why is that the outcome?
Well, I heard somebody say that I was the bad cop so that Marco could be a good cop.
Okay.
I mean, he gave a great speech, but he drove home, I think, a very important point that the Europeans have largely forgotten, or at least had largely forgotten over the past year, is that the reason why the president or Marco or me talk about borders, the reason why we talk about them spending more on their own security, the reason that we talk about them more becoming a vibrant economy again, is that we want Europe to thrive and we want Europe to succeed. The problem that we have with Europe is not that we don't like Europe, even though you hear that from the European press. It's not that we don't respect our allies. It's that they are doing a lot of things to sabotage themselves. We would like that to stop. We would like them to be an ally in the true sense of the word.
Yeah, I think he warmed him up. He warmed him up last year, and I think, Marco Rubio, I think it was an exponentially better speech this year too. I mean, that had a lot to do with it, but not that JD's wasn't great last year, but I think this one was even better. So there's something to be said for that. But he warmed him up last year, and then Marco hit it out of the park this year. Plus, I think they're more receptive to it. They're like ready to hear it because they're sick and tired of the shit that's happening in their countries. I mean, just
maybe that is part of it. And enough shit has gone down over the past year where they can see now what JD was talking about a year ago.
I mean, you have people like, I sent a thing to our group this morning, like that Rupert Lowe guy in England. He's launching like the Restore Britain party. They want to do kind of like what we're doing, where they're like, it's going to be ugly, you guys, but we have got to rewind some of the things that we have allowed to happen here.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do it, but they want to, because they're like, oh crap, we have allowed this stuff to happen in this beautiful country.
And we're losing ourselves.
We're losing it. And so I don't know if they're going to be able to restore it. It may be too late, but so many people there want to. And I think when they heard that speech, it resonated with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
Yeah.
Obviously, the question about running for president came up. She wasn't going to go through that interview without asking the question, and also asking if there's tension between him and Marco, because this question constantly gets raised. And here is how he answered.
He's my vice president. Of course he's going to be at the top of the ticket.
Well, I think the president is very smartly saying we've got 3 years to go. And how about everybody focuses on the job the American people elected us to do rather than something that is very far in the future? As you said, look, Marco is my closest friend in the administration. I think he's doing a great job for the American people. But most importantly, we all have to continue doing a good job for the American people from the president on down. And that's what we're focused on. I think it's so interesting. The media wants to create this conflict where there just isn't any conflict. Marco's doing a great job. I'm trying to do as good of a job as I can. The president's doing a great job. We're going to keep on working together.
But surely, as vice president, you'd like to be president.
Would I? Well, look, I think, again, I'm going to try to do as good of a job as I can right now. So one of the things that I don't like about this question and this entire perspective is I've been in this job for all of a year. About a year and 6 months ago, I asked the American people to give me this job that I have right now. Why don't I do as good of a job as I can in this job? We'll worry about the next job sometime in the future.
Okay.
I thought that was a great answer.
It was a fine answer. Yeah. But I would imagine he probably wants to be president.
He totally wants it.
Right.
There's no question.
Mm-hmm.
None.
And listen, we have a lot of, like I will always contend, is that we have a lot of good people on our bench. So much more than they do. They've got complete imbeciles on their bench.
Right.
And then they're digging up Hillary Clinton to go to,
oh my God,
to conferences that she has no business being at. She's not been in power since 2013. They got to dig her up. Okay.
So one of the things that I do love about JD is how much he leans into the memes about him, particularly Fat JD. I sent you guys, we can't play it here because it's essentially just a Creed song. But I mean, obviously Creed is awesome and I'm completely in love with that band. But JD's fat version, the fat meme of JD singing Creed is like as America as you can imagine.
Right.
And I suggested to our group, I was like, this should be JD's campaign ad. This and only this forevermore and
absolutely. Yeah, with like eagles flying.
Yes, totally.
Fireworks in the background. Right.
It's all he needs. So the guys from Daily Wire, you know how they do like a group, I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember what the name of the actual podcast is, but all 4 of their stars get together to have a discussion. Matt Walsh does not seem into this at all, ever. Like anytime he does speak up, but
he's
the clips
forced to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's like, I'll just be here because I'm supposed to.
Right.
But Michael Knowles in this particular clip is talking about JD and his leaning into the memes and how he thinks that this is really, really good strategy. Here's Michael.
I disagree. It gets back
you should talk to your guest clavicular, okay? Like your guest clavicular.
No, but I don't think clavicular,
which is hilarious.
I don't think the looks maxing, meth addicted 19-year-old is representative of the American voter.
And I certainly hope not.
This is why I disagree, though, and it gets to my point on Newsom. Is I think it was so smart of the VP to lean into the goofy meme, and the reason I think it was so smart is you want to be underestimated so that the reality can surpass expectations. So even down to the physicality, the fact that the meme is he's like this big fat guy, but then you see him, he's not a big fat guy. He's actually a pretty relatively thin guy. The meme is that he's kind of like short. He's actually very tall. The meme is that he's kind of dumb. He's extremely intelligent. So I think all of those things play really well, even to the point ideologically, some people tried to pin him down on he's an isolationist or he's this or he's that, but he's defended the administration's actions in Iran, in Venezuela, quite vociferously. And so I don't know, to me, like if I were in this position, I would not want the memes to be making me out to be the really cool guy. Frankly, you even saw this with Trump in 2015, 2016. All the memery was that he was like a big dumb idiot. And I think to be underestimated actually puts you in a better position.
Totally.
Right?
It's like that. I always tell my daughter that in sports, it's like she's tiny and she's a swimmer. And I always tell her that's to your advantage, honey, because when you get up on the podium, all these girls are like 6 feet tall and they all underestimate you. That's good. You want that. And then you go out and you kick their asses. That's what you want.
It's a good strategy.
Right, it's a great strategy.
I love that JD leans into it. I just love it. It just makes him, because imagine getting offended by it and how lame that would look. You know what I mean?
Totally. Let them underestimate you all the time.
Yeah, I love that. All right, moving on. Again, this is a very schizophrenic show today. We've got all kinds of different topics that we're getting to. And like there was no huge like standout story necessarily of the day. So that's why everything is just like in this bizarre order. So Thomas Massie did an interview with Politico, and there is a quote from it that it just took my breath away. I was so surprised he was this open about admitting what an attention whore he actually is. Read this question and his answer to it.
One day they needed my vote and I offered
to read the question first. Read what they asked him.
When was the last time you talked to Speaker Johnson about the Epstein matter at all? One day they needed my vote and I offered to give them my vote if he would issue a press release thanking me for my good work on the Epstein Files Transparency Act. That's all I required to get my vote. And I think he probably went and gave somebody else a bill to pass instead of doing the public statement.
He's openly just saying, give me public praise and I'll give you the vote that you want. What the actual F, Thomas Massie?
Yeah, Thomas Massie. I mean, this guy.
Oh my God.
As if you needed any more proof that this guy is just a grandstanding, like, contrarian.
And he just says it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't think that this warrants the highest criticism, that you're saying out loud that your vote is for sale if you get a certain statement put out that you want. This is freaking bananas.
Look at me. Love me. Everybody
My
look.
God.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
You
This
ran
is
for
absolutely
office so
crazy.
people would give you people would fawn over you. That happens a lot these days where these people just want to be famous.
Mm-hmm. It's just disgusting.
It's gross. Yeah.
So grossed out by this. And always we're so grossed out by Hillary Clinton. Speaking of the Epstein files, we played a little clip from this same interview yesterday, but there was another part, and she lied. You know, obviously we talked about that yesterday, that she lied just openly about there being a link between the Clintons and Epstein. She was like, there's no link. Oh my God. There's so many links. There's like links everywhere. So that was the video that we played yesterday. Well, one of the questions in that same interview was what she thinks when she sees pictures of her husband in like Jeff Epstein's hot tub, for example. And you guys, the spin is just, it's unbelievable.
Was it a bimbo eruption in the hot tub? Was there a bimbo eruption that he had no control over?
She actually tries to suggest that these photos have something to do with philanthropy.
Oh, okay. He was helping. He was helping the bimbos, you guys. The bimbo eruption.
You cannot make this up. But here it is. You can see it with your own.
What was your reaction when you saw some of the material that has been released? I'm thinking, for example, of images of your husband apparently in a hot tub in a swimming pool on Epstein's plane. What was your reaction to that? And do you know the context surrounding some of those images?
Absolutely. And it wasn't a hot tub on a plane. It was one of the stops they made to look at philanthropic and charitable work that my husband has done, saving literally millions of lives around the world. It turned out that was done long before there was any public awareness and certainly any conviction of any crime by Jeffrey Epstein. So it was a short period of time that was in pursuit of charitable philanthropic work. A lot of people were traveling at the same time. Many staff members, guests, other supporters of the foundation.
Right.
If Bill and I had a penny for every person we've taken pictures with, we would be extremely rich today.
You already are. You are rich. You crazy. Okay, so wait, just curious, because you can answer this for me, because out of all the years that we've been doing this, in our philanthropic pursuits, when we've done stuff for charity, you and I both have gotten naked and in hot tubs, right?
That's the default thing that you do.
Obviously, we take off all of our clothes and jump into hot water with other people. Of course that's what you do, guys.
Is this not what you guys do?
You guys don't do that? You don't do that? She acts like this is so normal. It's just like what is going on? What's happening?
I know, it's absolutely crazy.
And she looks terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
She looks
she could use a little Van Man
bit.
around here.
Right
in this area.
A little bit of that. Some emu right there. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
So speaking of Jeffrey Epstein, Whoopi Goldberg's name is in the files. And apparently she was trying to bum a plane ride from this guy for something. And it's interesting. It's so interesting now that people like Whoopi, when they get named, they're all of a sudden completely outraged that just being named in the files could actually make people think that you did something wrong.
What?
And it's like, now you're thinking that?
I know.
Just now?
Just whatever.
And even in this moment where Whoopi is explaining away the reason that she's in the files, you will hear Joy Behar saying, but Trump's name is in there way more.
So many times.
This is what is so crazy about this entire crap show, you guys. And so here is Whoopi explaining away why she's in the files.
Okay.
Now, in the name of transparency, can you put up my name is in the files? Yes. And what does it say? It says Whoopi needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity, it should say Julian Lennon's charity, is paying for it. They don't want to charter, so they're looking for private owners. Here's the info. And they give all the information, and they're saying, do you want to offer your G2?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
And it looks like they said no thanks.
Yeah.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
I was not only too old, but it was at a time, where this is just not. You used to have facts before said stuff.
But Trump was on the list 38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm getting dragged. People actually believe that I was with him.
Yeah, okay, but it's okay
now
to drag
do Trump.
Yeah, it's okay to drag Trump. So wait, she was asking for a plane in 2013. Dude was convicted in 2008, okay? He pled guilty to state charges of solicitation of prostitution and solicitation of a minor for prostitution. He was sentenced to 18 months in jail, okay? He was also a registered sex offender. But she's like, hey, can I use your plane?
Right.
So how's that okay? How's that okay? Because I got to tell you, she's a rich lady. Can't she just get her own damn plane? Or can't she just go fly coach? If she's like the rest of us, if we were going to go do a philanthropic pursuit or some charity thing, can't Julian Lennon help her out with that? I don't know. I feel like you can find other ways to get a plane other than a registered sex offender.
This is all just become so completely stupid because now everybody can, on both sides, will be able to say, even if they are guilty as sin, everybody will be able to say, I'm just listed. It's not a big deal, whatever. This has just been, again, and I blame Pam Bondi for a lot of this. It's been a botched rollout, and now it's done nothing but make people question everything, even things that shouldn't be questioned. And I don't think there's ever going to be accountability because of how badly this has been
Well, it's partly her fault, but my daughter-in-law, she's basically psychologist girl. She sent me a thing the other day, and I don't know who it was from, but it was from a psychologist. And part of it is, I think that they have dumped all these files because it's so completely overwhelming to the masses.
Yeah.
So they dump them. They're retracted. Some of them aren't retracted. So basically they do this kind of on purpose, because they know that it's so overwhelming and it saturates the populace. So now we're left with, okay, now we have to figure it all out. And it's just it's here, they throw us, it's meat. It's like fresh meat to the crowd. And we're all we all have to figure out what it all means. And they don't tell us what it means. You know what I mean? Which makes it even worse. There's no filtering of any of this. And they're going to probably give us more. And then everybody they filter it the way they want to filter it.
Exactly.
Every side filters it the way they want to. It is kind of a psyop, Granny. It is. And so,
and then you just tune it all out. That's what ends up happening with me.
Right.
I'm just okay, everybody's in it. Okay. And then that's the same as nobody being in it. So I just can't. It's too much.
And they know you're going to do that, which makes it worse because we shouldn't be tuning all this out because these people are satanic pedophiles.
There are going to be some satanic pedophiles in those files.
There are, and they're in charge of things. And so people like me, I'm we shouldn't be ignoring this stuff because these people are sick and they should be paying and they should be in wood chippers.
But which ones? And why won't the DOJ just say, here's who we're investigating starting now, go.
That's the problem is they want us to all have it all at once. So it's overwhelming and everybody says, okay, well, we can't deal with this. It's too much. I cannot eat this entire elephant.
Exactly.
I can't do it.
That's where I am. And
that's what's happened.
So Laverne Spicer responded to Whoopi.
Oh my God.
Hide your kids and hide your wives because Daisy's about to do another Laverne Spicer tweet and it is a good one, you guys.
We go. Oh my goodness.
Here she is to Whoopi.
Okay. Dear Whoopi Goldberg, what the fuck you mean anybody can be on Epstein list and it don't mean nothing, bitch? Y'all motherfuckers wasn't saying that when it was Trump. Y'all fucking fascists still calling him a pedophile and it's been debunked 1,000 times. And Whoopi, I believe your motherfucking ass could be a pedo because at this point, I don't even know what the fuck sex you are. I just know you old, nasty, play the fuck out, and ain't no man gonna touch your dried up ass ever again. If I was Epstein, the only way you would have been on my property is if you was cleaning it, skankho. Wow. So there are a lot of people.
Oh my God.
I hope that when we go to video on demand that they just bleep all of that because that was a lot to say at 7:59 in the morning. Sorry, Jesus. Because it wasn't my words. It was Laverne.
I love her.
I do love her.
I love her. Oh my God.
I love her.
It's just
My
absolutely
goodness.
the best.
Okay.
All right, moving on to our next bout of schizophrenia that has nothing to do with Laverne or Whoopi.
Yeah.
But Zoran Mamdani made a big speech yesterday about how he's basically going to raise the taxes of everything and everybody.
Surprise!
I know.
Surprise, everybody.
And he is absolutely filling up his entire administration with carbon copies of himself. And so the latest hire, and this is going to be the person who's in charge of his immigration policy in office, is Faiza Ali, who worked for the Muslim Brotherhood linked care.
Is this the dog lady? Is this the dog hating lady?
No, this is a whole other one.
It's a whole other dog hating lady? Okay.
I mean, maybe she hates dogs. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I can't keep track.
But yeah, that's
okay.
That's his new immigration officer, you guys.
Oh, okay.
And then he also is trying to, sort out his budget. And in his budget, it's his budget, which is going to require taxes to be raised on everybody in New York City. His budget also includes $1.2 billion for migrants. That's going to be part of
migrants
budget
for the migrants. You got duped by an Islamocommie, y'all. You got duped. Good luck with that. I wonder if they're going to ask Cynthia Nixon for more Sex in the City, royalty money, because she should help. She's the one that got this guy elected, as did what Possum Lady did too. Possum Lady going to help. She's living in New York City. She going to help out with all this. She's making tons of money now. She can
afford it, I guess.
Right.
And so
she's got one of the top podcasts. She can help out. She can spare a square. She can take in some migrants. Yep.
Oh, New York City. How great you once were.
Yeah. A long time ago. Right.
Also, Ben Shapiro was on, I think it was Fox, where he also weighed in on AOC's absolutely terrible performance in Munich. Here is a good one from Ben Shapiro.
And she called the New York Times and said, everybody's got this story wrong, that this is about me running for president. I could give whatever about that, to be honest. The story is less about the opponents being some hypothetical primary. To me, my opponents are the network that links Orban, Trump, Milei, Bolsonaro, all these folks. In my experience, Ben, it takes a lot of effort and learning and preparation to not make news on things you don't want to make news about. That didn't happen here.
Well, I mean, it's not our fault for noticing that she was horrible. My favorite conceit here is that she goes abroad. She says a bunch of incredibly stupid things. And that's leaving aside her general message, which was that there has to be class solidarity across countries between people who are poor and people who are rich. But put that aside. I'm sorry, but if you proceed to give an answer reminiscent of that famous clip of Miss South Carolina attempting to answer a question about the Iraq War from 15 years ago, and you're on a international stage, that is your fault, right? She apparently prepared for this for months. According to Politico, she'd had multiple sessions with Matt Duss, who is Bernie Sanders' foreign policy advisor. Leave aside the advisability or inadvisability of going to Bernie Sanders' foreign policy advisor for your actual takes on the world. The fact that AOC spent months preparing for this and then proceeded to fall all over herself on basic questions and to place Venezuela below the equator. Again, that is your fault, lady. It's nobody else's fault. You were the one who went. And obviously, look, she was taking her 2028 bike out for a spin. She hit the embankment. She flipped head over heels and went all the way down the mountain. It's her fault.
It's true. And she was really mad. She was so mad that the press didn't cover for her enough.
Yeah, and she called the New York Times and was like, here's what you guys got wrong. Please print this.
Right. And this is the thing, people are starting to see through that bull crap. We're starting to look at, we already knew, but so many other people are like, okay, we've been lied to so much in the past, however many years, that even people that are in the middle and kind of lean into the left are like, we're not buying what you're selling.
I hope that's true, because there is polling, and I know we hate the polling, but there is polling that suggests that Trump has lost independence, which I'm baffled by, because he just keeps doing all the things that he said he was gonna. And people are like, I don't know if it's not fast enough. I don't know what the hang up is, but people are like, if things aren't instantaneously better day one, then they're done with him. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell is an independent. I will never understand that at this point.
Same. Yeah.
If you're an independent, who are you? What are you doing with your life?
Also, and I know this is a point that you and I have brought up many, 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 many times. It's nice to hear Patrick Bet-David also pointing out that all of these hags like AOC, who are constantly bitching about whiteness and white supremacy, always end up with white guys.
Level. And by the way, this whole thing they talk about the white culture, and let me tell you, it's all about the white culture. This, and we have a problem with this. Every one of these guys, as much as they bash the white culture in America, they only marry white people. Kamala Harris's spouse, white. Ilhan Omar's spouse, white. AOC spouse, white. Every one of these guys, you keep talking about them. They're trying to go to that. It's not working.
It's true. Yeah. Why did they all marry white dudes?
Is it to break them? Like, it makes no sense.
I will break you.
And all of this stuff about, from Marco, from JD, I don't want to use the word warning, but they're concerned about Europe and the state of Europe and the fact that Europe as a whole seems to just be allowing itself to fall. It's a huge problem. And it goes beyond even the whole Islamist angle. It goes beyond that to just forgetting how to be good, normal citizens. And so here's a great example. This was posted about Germany by Blake Neff. And this is a true story, that there apparently was a train attendant who just spot checks to make sure that train riders have paid for a valid ticket. And because this train attendant asked someone who didn't want to be asked, he got completely beat up. Like, he was absolutely beaten to death simply because he wanted to check to make sure this rider had a valid ticket. So what does Germany do in response? They just say, hey, don't check tickets anymore. Just don't check them because you might get beaten to death. How does this make sense? Like, it's absolutely crazy that that's their reaction.
Because of mass migration. That's what's happening because of mass. And listen, we talked about the dog thing yesterday, and people get mad because
we're going to talk about the dog thing some more.
Okay, good. Well, then I'll save it. But because I have things to say.
Yeah, I mean, this is caving to the worst criminal mindset.
Right.
And because, as Blake pointed out, forever, they had such a law-abiding country that instead of just having a turnstile where you actually have to put your ticket into it, you could just walk on board and know that you might get spot checked.
Right.
And so now people who are decent law-abiding citizens are going to continue to buy the tickets. And all the criminals who don't want to be spot checked will go on for free. How does that help anybody?
It doesn't help anybody. And this is why England is freaking out now. Because England, they took it and took it and took it. And all the people who are like, I'm going to be called this name, or I'm going to be called a racist, or I'm going to be called a nationalist. I'm going to be called they're like, I'm sick of this shit. We need to we have one last chance to take our country back. And that's why they formed this new party. This guy's like, okay, this is it. Like, we got one shot to put the toothpaste back in the tube, or we're done. We are toast. This country is borked. And so they're going to try. And the guy even said, I can't remember the guy's name now, but the guy that's trying to head up this reform party, he's like, listen, it's going to be ugly. And you know what? Yeah. It's kind of like here with immigration and what Trump is doing with ICE. So many people, when we voted him in, were like, we got to do this because the previous schmuck, who was basically like brain dead, let 20 million people in this country. In order to get those people out, it ain't going to be pretty.
Right.
So now it's happening where it's not pretty. We're trying to get these people out. And all these like bleeding hearts are like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like what it looks like. Tough shit. It's not pretty. They broke the law. We got to get them out. That's not always fun to look at, but they got to go. If we're going to clean up the country, they got to go. I'm sorry. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry. It's not always like comfortable for you.
Right.
But that's the way it
I'm
looks.
sorry, you got to arrest people who have committed crimes, but that's what you have to do. And enough of this coddling and like just giving them free everything.
Right.
Get them out. And that, you're right. That does not always look pleasant.
Doesn't always look pleasant.
That's what criminals create. They create unpleasant conditions for everybody.
And that's what people who coddle criminals create. And who like go to bat for criminals and who want criminals here because those criminals are the ones who vote for them and give them power.
Yep.
We don't want that
Yep.
anymore.
So about dogs, we talked a lot about this whole issue yesterday about the psycho, Islamist chick who said New York City is basically caving into Islam. They're becoming a full Islam city, and therefore there should be no dogs allowed inside. It's caused a firestorm. And one of the people probably who loves dogs more than most people, like he loves dogs so hard, it's all he can talk about, and I love him for it, is Ricky Gervais. And Ricky Gervais wanted to have posters put up. He's selling like a alcohol, I can't remember what kind, but he wanted these posters to be put up. They're not allowed, so he just keeps posting them on X. And then everybody keeps retweeting them. And so the poster says, it's him next to a German Shepherd. And it says, if you don't like dogs, you can fuck off. Here's our brand of alcohol or whiskey or whatever.
Great poster.
Right.
Great
and
poster.
so he posted this yesterday saying this wasn't allowed in public in case it offended anyone. So please don't retweet it. Which of course makes everybody retweet
Oh my God,
it. Right?
I'm going to put it all over my socials, all over them.
But as a reminder, when these Islamists come over to the United States, which very much is a dog-friendly country, and a Western civilization loves themselves some dogs, this is how they behave. And I'm not saying everybody, but here's an example. And this is an older video, but it's worthwhile showing how these people can behave.
Can you leave? No. Can you get away? Come on.
Unbelievable.
No, can you leave us alone? Hey, don't hit my dog. Don't hit my dog. No, you leave. It's a public place. No.
Hadi.
Can you leave? No. You leave.
Go.
I won't go.
Ne go mo. Yallah buradan.
No.
Siktir git.
What country is this in?
Keserim onu.
Ours.
Oh my God.
No, I won't go. It's none of your business.
Is he speaking any English at all?
Can you leave?
No.
I'm going to.
Oh my God.
Don't touch my dog.
Bana dokunma.
The hell, dude. I can't.
Good.
Rage.
Anyway, you get the idea. These people hate dogs.
I get the idea. And listen, all kidding aside, this is how it starts, you guys. This is how it starts. I get really pissed off about this. I was probably meaner than I should have been yesterday, but like even poking and like asking for the removal of dogs because one sect of society doesn't like them is not okay. And to me, it reminds me a lot of the transgender ideology. And there were people back in the day, Megyn Kelly included, and I'm going to call her out, and people aren't going to like it. I'm sure people on our team are not going to like it either. But like, she was one of those people who complied with that ideology back in the early 2000s. She was okay with it. She was fine with transgenderism. She was like, she went along with the whole like transgender speak and just sort of kowtowed with it. And now she's a champion for women and girls when it comes to transgenders in their sports and just in society in general. It's interesting because her tune has changed because it has gotten out of freaking control. Same thing goes for this. I feel like there's a line, like there's a comparison to be drawn here because they're like, well, we don't like dogs. Well, this is how it starts.
Right.
This is how this shit
they want accommodations and changes.
Right.
And exactly.
We have seen this before and it's starting again. And so when I see this, I get really bajiggity and I'm like, no. So what is this going to happen again where they're going to be like, you can't have dogs. And so somebody's going to tell me I can't have dogs or I'm going to be called some sort of a racist or Islamophobe or just like the transphobe shit. No, you're not taking my dogs. You're
exactly.
not.
And you know why? Because it's not even about dogs. It's about freedom.
Yes.
And that is what they're going after. And it was so refreshing to see an Iranian Muslim woman warn us about this. And so I know this is a kind of a longer tweet that I'm making you read, but it's so important to hear it from her perspective because she's lived it. And so here is what she said about this entire dog, Muslim, Randy Fine, all the whole entire issue. Here is the first page of her post. Please read.
I hope Americans wake up and realize that Muslims do not want to take away only your dogs. They want to take away your freedom of having dogs. It's about control and dominance. Yes. This pro-Palestine Mamdani supporter, Nardine Kizwani, just posted that finally New York City is coming to Islam. She means Islam is taking over New York. She added that dogs definitely have a place in society, but just not as indoor pets. She said, like we have said all along, that they are unclean. She puts herself in a position to dictate what her host society in the West should look like.
Yep.
Then Congressman Randy Fine implied that if they force us to choose the choice between dogs and Muslims, it is not a difficult one. Yeah, it's right. As an Iranian and a Muslim, I am totally in line with this statement. He is totally right. I have been to Mecca and I own a dog myself. But then Jake Tapper, the CNN guy, came to the rescue screaming disgusting bigotry. Gavin Newsom said, resign now, you racist slob. Apparently, the governor of California is not educated enough to know that Islam is not a race. He does not seem to understand that Muslims can actually choose to be civilized, respectful citizens and not dominating savages. This is not about dogs. This is not about Islam. It is about control and domination, which is precisely what they want. And there's more. I am Iranian. Yeah. We have been through this before. Iranians are Muslims. Our Shah and our king, his first name was Mohammad Reza, for God's sakes. But they still managed to take power in Iran in the name of Islam. Back in 1979, Islamists had no luck until France welcomed Khomeini as a refugee. They are the same exact cult the pro-Palestine leftists help him to portray the Shah of Iran as the ultimate enemy, a corrupt regime that must be annihilated. Among all Shah's crimes, being pro-West, pro-US, pro-Israel, supportive of women's rights, his worst crime was loving dogs. Not just as family members, but he funded and equipped hospitals for pets. The leftist, liberals, Democrats, corrupt elite in academia and media portrayed this monster as a freedom fighter, spread lies about the Shah on BBC, rioted against him. They enabled Islamists, secretly gave weapons to them. They took Iran, toppled the Shah through extreme violence. Now in Iran, dogs are not legally allowed as pets. People still have them, of course, but they have to hide them and wait until dark to take them out. Because authorities not only seize them and kill them, they fine them massively or punished by 70 lashes. This is the reality under Shia Islamic rule, the Islamo-leftists. The issue with many Americans is that they only know Sunni Islam from 9/11. But Mamdani Khomeini, they are Shia Muslims. They play the oppressed card and use Islam as a tool for power. Mamdani's mother was partying with Bill Clinton and Jeff Bezos at Epstein Place in 2009. He has been groomed to seize power behind this facade of a grassroots pro-Palestine Muslim. Yes.
Okay. It's real quick.
Just like in Iran, the enablers, which I call traitors, are the Democrats and the corrupt elite in academia and media. So Americans, please do not be naive. Do not hand your freedom to these enemies of life. Protect what you have unapologetically and fiercely. Otherwise, you will have to fight to get it back. Just like Iranians are still fighting today, and they're dying for it. Mm-hmm. Pay attention. Otherwise, you will have to fight to get it back, just like Iranians who are still fighting today. Do not think it will not happen to you. If it will, if you do not stand up now. Choose freedom. Do not give in to their lies. Choose dogs. Be like Representative Fine, not Jake Tapper. Share if this wakes you up, from an Iranian who lived it. Yeah, and everybody who calls you a bigot, you tell them to F off. I'm so sick of it. Seriously, I'm tired of this. And that's why I get irritated and people are like, oh my God, it was just, I can't believe you said that, Daisy. I choose dogs. I choose dogs.
I choose dogs.
Call me all the names. Call me all the names. Here's my middle finger. I am an American.
Mm-hmm. Glenn Beck also railed about this. We're not going to show the entire diatribe that was excellent, and you should go watch the whole thing. But here is a little taste of what Glenn had to say about this issue.
What did he say? If they force us to choose, the choice between dogs and Muslims is not a difficult one. Oh, no, he's got to resign right away. You know what? Not all Muslims are Islamists, but I will pick the dogs over the Islamists every day and twice on Sunday.
Preach.
Welcome to the West. This is Western, Judeo-Christian, Western values. America, you're killing yourself because you refuse to say anything.
Yes, Glenn.
You're killing yourself because you refuse to stand up for what you know is right.
Right.
To hell with you. You don't like my dog, that's your right. You say you want to get rid of them because it's not Islamist. You know what? Neither is the United States of America.
Right.
Nor will it ever be. Over my dead body.
That's right. Preach, Glenn. God, I love him beyond words. I love him. If you don't like the way I live my life in America and free America, you can F off.
Get out.
Get out. Go back to your shithole country and live there. And don't have dogs.
Megyn did respond to Randy Fine, and we talked about her tweet to him yesterday. And so Randy said back to her, hey, did you figure it out yet? Because remember, all she did was repost his tweet and say, WTF is this? And so he asked her, did you figure it out? And she said, what I figured out, you pathetic, sweaty man, is when an idiot Muslim says no dogs in NYC, instead of attacking the person or the policy, you went full bigot.
Oh, here we
F
go.
off. That's what she said to him.
Well, I guess we know where she stands.
I guess so. Anyway, moving on. Totally different issue, but I just thought it was worth mentioning that what is her name? Pramila Jayapal. I think she has a trans or non-binary child, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a hot button issue for her. And she was speaking about this yesterday and was making so little sense that I was like, this has to be played just to show you how completely warped these people's minds are and how they're trying to convince themselves that anyone who speaks out against trans ideology, that we're all jealous.
Okay.
And so I don't know how you get from point A to point B on that, but here is what she actually says.
To trans people everywhere, I also want you to know this. Those people are threatened by your strength, by your joy in being fully who you are. Those who fight against trans people are just jealous of the freedom that they have taken to be fully who they are. What? And so those people just want to destroy that rather than imagine what it would be like to be fully who they are.
I'm who I am. I'm threatened by the world. I'm actually threatened by the fact that they're increasingly violent, and I'm afraid they're going to shoot my places of whatever up because I feel like this is happening more and more, and the data shows it. So maybe that's what we're threatened by.
We're not be less jealous of this mental disorder. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I'm not.
Could not be less jealous.
Not jealous of a dude who was a father who went in and killed his family in a skating rink. I'm not jealous of that. He needed help and he didn't get it because people like you are coddling this.
Yeah. And by the way, his surgery to make him look basically like even
Sammy
a more butch Marjorie Taylor Greene,
like Sammy Hagar
essentially.
With boobs. Yeah.
I love the tweets that say, I'm going to tell my kid that this was Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Totally.
But all that surgery, we paid for that because he admitted on some sort of Reddit forum or something, some social media platform, he was like, this was 100% covered.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's just
so gross.
What are we doing?
It makes no sense. And then also, I don't think Scott Jennings was on the panel when this went down, but Kevin Leary was. And you guys, things went full cray on Abby Phillips's show to the point where he called everyone on the panel crazy. And then they kept screaming at each other. Anna Navarro was there. Ponytail Lady was there. And Abby Phillips lost total control. And it was so funny to watch. So I just wanted to share this just because it's pure entertainment.
The last word is, you're all nuts. Like that's just.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Kevin.
Guys,
am I in on that? Okay.
Look, we got to keep it together here, okay?
Really?
Honestly, I mean, there's a way to talk about these things. If you don't have anything to say, just say that, and I won't come to you next time.
You don't
All
have
right,
basic
next for us,
Kevin.
everyone, thank you for being here. Next, excuse me, stop, Kevin, stop.
The federal government lies.
Next for us, we are honoring a civil rights icon. When we come back.
I mean, Ponytail Girl. I'm sorry, I have a thumbs up. Ponytail Girl was just like.
She was so mad. That's her default face.
That's her
just
face.
Pure
Well, I mean,
rage.
I'd be mad too if I had to wear a ponytail that tight.
I know, right?
Loosen it up, lady. It's okay.
Maybe that's just like her version of a facelift.
I was gonna say that's her Botox. She's got to like really pull it back.
Mm-hmm. It's bad. All right. There's not huge news with respect to Candace or Candy Catholic Carrie, but there's enough that we just kind of wanted to give you the latest rundown. This is going to come as a surprise to absolutely no one, but Carrie is now making the podcast rounds.
Oh, she wants to be famous. She wants to be famous. Hashtag crisis game.
I guarantee you she will have her own podcast by the end of this month.
Right.
So she announced yesterday that she was going to be on with the Young Turks because, of course, that's the podcast that you would choose to go on with.
Of course.
Right?
You got to appease the Muslims. That's right.
So she said, I'll see you tonight, Chunk Uger and Anna Kasparian. Thank you for standing up for Catholics and all people of faith in America. Mainstream media is silent. However, the American people are fed up. The tide is shifting. Catholics are not anti-Semites. How dare they say that about my religion simply because we don't worship a foreign nation and excuse a genocide? So you know, this line of thinking is right up Chunk and Anna's alley.
Oh, she's going to wear her Palestine pin to go on this show. Look at that. All the right colors. That's so neat of her.
She can say that she's not an anti-Semite, but look at her face when she describes the nation of Israel.
They've brainwashed people, Christians and many other groups, to worship Israel. And like I said, I would rather die. I would rather die than worship Israel, a genocidal state that is committing genocide against innocent Palestinians. Yep.
Yeah.
It's wrong. And I reject that. And it feels so free, you guys. I honestly feel so free. I'm no longer in chains.
Yes.
I'm no longer in chains. And you know what? I wasn't. I continue to post and I continue to tell them. And I have the emails to prove it. I have the text to prove it. I have all the receipts. I reached out to many people on the commission and I said, hey, they're trying to silence me for my religious beliefs. What do you think about this?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Right?
Face, you can see it on, she's got the Candace face, that face
does.
where it's that same, I can't even replicate it because
She's
I don't
free,
have
you
that kind
guys. She's free with her Palestine pin. She's
my God.
free. I cannot wait to see that chick in a burqa. I can't. Like a full-on niqab, whatever that is. Like when they cover all, like everything, where you can't swim, you can't drive. Your husband has to tell you where to go. Oh, Muslim. Can't wait. Can't wait.
By the way, who is asking anybody to worship Israel? No one is asking her to do that.
Never been told to do that. I don't.
Can you just do the bare minimum and just agree that they actually have a right to exist? That's it. That's all you have to do. That's not worshiping them. That's not
ridiculous.
fawning over it. It's, I mean, they're acting as though she has basically been literally chained to a wall where someone has demanded that she worship Israel as a nation instead of just agreeing that maybe they have the right to exist. And now she's free? What the hell?
16 million people have the right to exist, as opposed to what? Is it 1.2 billion Muslims? Okay.
It's so stupid.
I'm sorry, is it 2.2 billion? Is it 2.2, Betsy? I don't know. It's
and
like,
growing by the day.
Yeah, and they're populating. Yeah,
yeah.
And coming here and telling us we can't have dogs.
Right.
It's fine. It's totally fine, Carrie.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Shabos Kestenbaum also saw this episode of her on the Young Turks and said, Carrie Bowler went on the Young Turks to attack me. Carrie, I didn't mention Zionism once and focused only on American Catholics, Mormons, and Jews. Nevertheless, it's clear you only want to debate Israel. So let's do it. Anytime, anywhere. Maybe on Piers Morgan.
That would actually be fun to watch. I'd
would
like
love
to
to
see
see
her
that.
in a debate because she would be like, the Iraq.
And such as?
And such
they
as.
don't even have maps.
God, I want to see it. I hope it happens. I hope it does.
So another interview that took place, and this was really, really interesting because Candace wasn't scripted. She was appearing on the Hodge Twins podcast. By the way, those guys are absolute clowns.
Yeah, they are.
So she, of course, chose their podcast to go on. And she is directly accusing Bibi Netanyahu of murdering Charlie now. which feels like maybe that's a grounds for an actual lawsuit because it's the first time she's been very unvague about it, which is real interesting.
I thought Erica did it.
Well, they're there. It was in cahoots with BB.
I just don't like. She has accused she's accused everybody of killing him. Every single. The only people she hasn't accused of killing him is us.
Just wait. I'm sure that's coming.
I don't like. It's, at no time have we ever met him, and she's gonna be like, the chicks did it, and we'll be like, what?
Wait, what?
What?
But I thought it was France and Egyptian planes and bees
and
Erica.
Jubies, and then she has accused every single person of killing him at this point. This is okay.
But it's true. Like, as Jordan S90 pointed out, they said, I know Candace Owens has been alleging that Israel killed Charlie Kirk, among whom can even remember how many other nations and people she's accused.
I can't.
But Israel can't pursue legal action because the claim is too vague. However, this appearance on the Hodge twins might be the first time I've explicitly heard her assert that Netanyahu killed Charlie Kirk.
Oh my God.
I know Brigitte Macron is litigating against Candace, but with this definitive statement, perhaps Bibi has grounds to sue her now too. How many heads of state will take Candace Owens to court before this is all said and done? And what's interesting about the clip you're about to hear from that Hodge twins podcast is that Candace is suggesting that the reason she knows Bibi killed Charlie is because Bibi said, I didn't kill Charlie Kirk. And she's leaving out the fact that she accused him vaguely, but still accused him of having something to do with Charlie's murder. So when you accuse somebody, typically they're going to say, no, I didn't, bitch. Now, Bibi didn't say that because he's got class. But like, if
we were in charge, we would totally say
right.
that.
Or if she came at us and said the chicks killed Charlie Kirk, we would say, bitch, no, we didn't.
We would say, what I mean? No, we would say what Sav Smiles just said. It's retarded. That's
right.
what we would say.
So the fact that she's now using Bibi defending himself against her wild attacks as more proof that he did it is so psychotic, you guys. But that is what is happening here.
She is effing psychotic. So there you go. She is effing psychotic.
God. So just here, so you needed to hear that whole like circular logic to really appreciate how psychotic this clip is. Please enjoy.
Most people were not comforted by the fact that Bibi Netanyahu felt it necessary in the immediate aftermath to declare that he didn't kill Charlie Kirk.
That was
and that it was very strange. I don't know if you felt the need to say that on your podcast. I didn't feel the need to come out and say that on my podcast.
Right.
It's not a normal thing to feel that you need to declare immediately after somebody is shot and killed that you didn't kill them, unless you most certainly did.
Unless you most certainly did, she said. That's a direct accusation.
It is. It's a direct accusation.
I want him to sue her. I want everybody to sue her. Everybody. Sue everybody.
Yeah. Everybody needs to do it. And just take her down financially. That would be great. Wouldn't it? That would just be great. Yeah. I just slay the demon.
And remember, she's really close, you guys. She's this close.
She is.
To like figuring out this whole case.
Absolutely. Just call her hotline. Do it.
By the way, which reminded me of November 17th of this past year. This is why this tweet now is so extra funny because that's 3 months ago, essentially almost 3 months ago. Here is what she tweeted. Today is going to be a big day. What we will present in the Charlie Kirk investigation is going to change everything.
Everything.
That is not an exaggeration.
Never.
Nothing will be the same.
Nothing will be the same.
You guys feel any different after
that?
I feel any different?
Well, I mean, November 18th, I felt totally different. I don't know about you. You guys, totally. I mean, our lives were transformed.
Everything was changed.
Right.
It was a transformative day.
It was.
Also, this was a really interesting clip, and I can't remember now who pulled this. I should give them credit, but I don't remember who did it. But you know how she started becoming the darling of conservatives because of her anti-BLM stance, because she called out the race card being used all the time. She talked about that all the time. And now the extent to which she is pulling the race card constantly,
always,
it's just one of the amazing transformations.
Because she's a liberal. We talked about that yesterday. That's exactly who she is. She's going right back to those tactics because that's who she is.
Totally. And so here is a before and after where you can really see how much her colors have changed. No pun intended on the color thing.
And we actually can't even recognize it when it actually exists. We think everything is racist. Things that used to be normal conflicts between human beings.
Ben Shapiro is manifestly insane. Last night, he was gripping the microphone as he would the neck of a black woman.
Oh.
Can you believe she said that out loud?
I mean, of course, Ben Shapiro's grabbed so many black women's necks. What
insane? Oh my God.
I mean, can you imagine tiny little Ben Shapiro grabbing? Come on.
She's out of control.
It is so stupid.
So we'll wrap up this segment with another fantastic episode from Lyle Culpepper, who is making fun of her pronunciations. Once again, it's perfect.
Candace, I am so sorry about the incident last week with all the mispronunciations. We have taken all the hard words out of the script for you, so this should be easy. Let's go through one.
It wasn't because people were just trying to delegitimize him. It was because
that should not have been in the script. It's delegitimized. That's on us. We should not have. It's a hard word. It's a big word. It's a big word. We'll move on.
You, in this moment, have a retired Green Beret.
Yes, sorry. Also probably on us.
Beret.
Beret, not
hair.
beret. Silent T. French, I believe.
We also learned that last night a bomb squad and agents from the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco.
Bureau.
What is the Bureau doing? What has
Bureau. Yeah. So like Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Were you brought into an FBI bureau?
Candace, you did it again. It's Bureau, not Burrow. Burrow is like a hole, like to make a hole.
Who's a former Bureau of Prisons chief?
Candace.
Because there is a bureau that has been...
Listen to what I'm saying. Bureau, not like churro, which is seems to be what your brain is made of.
They're delicious.
Churros up there.
Right.
I did not mean that as a racist thing. I don't know. Are churros associated with your... Okay. Let's cut here. We're gonna cut here.
Oh my
I love
God.
him so much.
I know, he's the best. He's so great. Now I'm hungry for churros.
I know.
I love
about to
churros.
bust out.
I know. Some
Bust out
masa
the
chips,
masa.
right? They're very satiating.
They're very satiating.
So much.
All
so.
right. Just a couple of talks today. And the first one isn't even really a talk. It's just something I pulled for you.
Oh,
because I knew you would
Really?
love it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What is it?
Because it's Chris Hemsworth
on
Theo Von's podcast. And it is the gayest exchange of all time.
Gay. So gay.
But you get to look at Chris Hemsworth. So
Love you guys. God, I would be completely naked in 2 seconds with that guy. I mean, I know that's inappropriate, but he's so incredibly hot.
Well, and then on top of that, he has to have that voice. Are you serious?
How?
That's too much.
How is
It's
his
too
wife
much.
not pregnant all the time? Like I'd be pregnant just by looking at him. I may be pregnant now, and I can't be. My God, it's not even normal how hot he is. It's not normal, you guys.
It's crazy. It's crazy
not
and
normal.
unfair, really, to like a lot of men.
God was like, we're gonna give him like a quadruple helping of hot. It's
And
not
a voice
fair.
to boot.
And that voice.
I know.
I'm uncomfortable with how hot he is. I have him squirming around.
Well, even Theo was. That's what was so funny about that clip is he was just like,
He was like, I'm gay now. I'm gay right now. Just while you're here, I'm gay. Just for the meantime. God.
Also, completely unrelated, but you have to appreciate how much this lemur loves the sun, you guys.
Oh my, that's you. That's so you as a monkey. Oh my God. That's Mock, you guys.
Oh my God.
Literally. I've been on vacation with her. That is her in the sun.
It's me. I just love the sun so
She
much. I
loves
love
it. Seriously.
All right, we do have a dad joke in honor of Dad Joke Wednesday. The unfortunate part of it is that the punchline is written so tiny, you may not be able to see it. So hopefully you can read it out loud. But anyway, here is a dad joke for Dad Joke Wednesday.
Howdy. Name's Terry.
Terry? That's a girl's name.
You have died of dysentery.
Oh, that was great. I love it. Don't diss Terry, you guys.
I know. I just love that so much.
It's just the greatest. Oh, I love Dad Joke Wednesday. Great.
Okay, and then lastly, we have something very, very sweet to close out talks today. You guys, this will just make you clutch your chest in awe. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of
like it's gonna hurt. Oh,
like oh.
Okay, here
like
we
that.
go. You guys get ready.
You ready? Here we go.
Today we go pray for all the doggies in the world. Lou, let's pray. Let's pray. Let's pray.
Oh my God, it's a blue here. Oh
my God. Dear God, I pray that you watch over all dogs and keep them safe. I pray that you bless all dogs with health. Amen.
Can you even?
I can't.
Oh, you're off your mic again. Oh my God. Fix it. Fix it. That was so bad and ouchy.
Back
for
on.
everybody's-
Am I back
yeah.
on?
Yeah, you're good. You're good now.
I'm not though.
You are.
I can hear.
Please don't
you
change
through my
anything.
Computer. Am I on? Okay.
It sounds much better. It's much
Really?
better.
I feel like I'm
don't change anything.
I should never move. I should never ever move.
Don't move. You should never move ever.
Okay.
All right, it's time for some thank yous. We're going to start with something from the ball. Oh God, now it's bad again. Now I'm echoing.
Don't know what to do. I don't know.
Go back to your mic. Try now. No. What did you do? Try now.
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
yeah, you're back.
Okay, I'm back. You get so upset when that happens.
Because it hurts. Like
I can
there's,
never
like, this
move again. It does.
shrieky
Is there
thing.
like shrieking? I'm sorry.
Oh my God. All right, back to our thank yous. This is from the ball
Okay, we
pit crew
go.
from yesterday. From Sherpa Man 63 said somebody should flip the script on Candace. Isn't she the woman scorned? Makes sense that she might be involved in Charlie's murder. She's just doing this to deflect attention from her involvement.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody hasn't done that. That's actually Sherpa Man. That's actually a really great tactic. Why hasn't somebody done? Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, I'm just going to start accusing her of murder like constantly.
Why not? And we should be like, hey, you guys, call us for tips.
Right.
Like, we'll open up a hotline. Seriously.
We'll open up a hotline. Yes,
Why not?
absolutely. All right. On Venmo, Kelly Wiseman says, Dad Joke Wednesday, my jerk nillas. What do you call a lazy baby kangaroo? A pouch potato.
Oh.
Yesterday, you said Whitmer is looking like a vampire. Why the sudden change in her looks? Like looking like that will help her with the 2028 run. She has destroyed Michigan. God help the USA.
Maybe
Indeed.
she like has had a lack of adrenochrome lately.
Well, and she's also going gray, like allowing herself to just go gray, and maybe that contributes to it somehow. I don't know. Gabriella Knight said, hi, Manillas. What do you call a group of musical orcas? An orchestra. Have a great day and pray for me as I fight the flu. It sucks. Oh,
no, that's no fun.
Nancy Katz says, Hillary's response to Bill's hot tub question. Yeah, that's the closest to a dad joke I've got. Thanks for pronouncing my last name correctly. Oh, I didn't do it that time. It's Kate's. I think that's right. Kate's.
Really?
My late father thanks you. And as always, thanks for the unwavering support for the Jewish community. Scary times continue. We also had some that I captured here. Margaret Ben-Hamu said, you have greatly enhanced my mornings and have completely replaced Megyn for me. This Orthodox Jew from Brooklyn loves you, ladies, because your brains and integrity stays intact.
Well, that's so sweet.
It
And
is
you're
so
in Brooklyn. I hope there's not crap all over the street.
I know.
I'm Donnie. Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Curtis Woods from yesterday said, I wasn't trying to be rude or disrespectful yesterday. Had I known your feelings, Mock, I wouldn't have sent the message. I hope the COTR community will accept my apology. It wasn't that I was mad or that I thought you were rude. I just was worried about
We were
you.
we were worried about you, Curtis. We were trying to send you extra special love.
Right. It was upsetting to me because we were worried, not because you said anything wrong, but because we were concerned.
Oh my God, it wasn't rude at all. No, we were just worried about you. And we wanted to make sure you felt loved.
That's right.
all.
And that you are worthy. That's all. That's what we were trying to get across.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia Brady said, if men can have a cervix, can women have sperm? Can men have eggs? What the F is our world coming to?
It's true.
Right? I know.
It's totally true.
Everything is bonkers. Jason Widmer said, I consider myself skilled in the art of sarcasm, but damn, Daisy is the master.
It's very sweet. I have one skill.
Lindsay Lawrence said, from Lindsay, happy 56th birthday to my awesome mom, Shayna. Chicks on the Right's #1 fan and the ultimate boss lady. I love you.
Happy birthday, Shayna.
Nice. Happy birthday. And then over on locals, Mike Kern MB27 said, Dad Joke Wednesday, 2 old men were drinking at a bar. One leaned over to the other and whispered, did you know moose have sex 10 to 15 times a day?
Oh my
The other
God.
old man replied, figures, my damn luck, I just joined the VFW. Take my money and have a great day.
Oh my God.
So inappropriate.
It
Roth
is.
Lady Wright said, good morning, chicks, Nillas. I'm working the polls for early voting and want to remind everyone to vote. If anyone is in Tarrant County, come see me at the Colleyville Recreation Center and vote. We are here full of joy, waiting for all the votes. I'm waiting for all the Republicans. LOL. Have a blessed day. Love you, chicks.
Yes, it's happening. Early voting
It
is
is
happening.
happening.
It is.
Holloway 0923 said AOC and other Democrat congressmen and women were hired to run for Congress during the first Trump administration. They were given their far left platform. The actual job interview videos used to be all over the internet and they were successfully scrubbed. I don't know why Republicans quit talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you.
Marcy Perales, good morning, Mock and Daisy. I'd like to ask our prayer warriors to continue to pray for my daughter, Trina. I hope it's Trina. I'm saying that right. She's been transferred to a hospital near Jackson for treatment. Thank you all. Much love. All the prayers, Marcy.
Yes.
Supernova, I want to honor my only child on what would have been her first birthday. Nevaeh Lee was full term but born sleeping due to sudden complications during labor. I just want you to know about her. I get shamed for my grief, that should never happen.
What?
But I feel safe here. We will honor that grief and pray for you, Supernova. Everybody
what a
pray
gorgeous name too.
Beautiful, beautiful name. We absolutely will honor her and God bless you. Honestly, Curio 2369. The Pope recently contracted the bird flu. They say he got it from one of the cardinals.
Oh my God.
That's right. Brian Brumley. A local meteorologist fell off of a horse and broke both arms and legs. Everyone is tuning in to see his forecasts. His forecast. I totally screwed that up for you. I'm sorry. 100% chance you're getting my money. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. I'm sorry I screwed up your joke. I didn't deliver it nearly as good as I should have. C-Noons, St. Valentine was imprisoned, beaten, stoned, and beheaded. Hallmark doesn't tell you that. Just saying. Balls. Yeah. Cammie Sweeten 4895. Trump's Valentine's gift to Melania could have been a nightie. Could have been why he didn't say, but I think he forgot. Have a blessed my nose. He could have, or maybe he did get her like some raunchy nightie. That was,
or maybe they just had like the wildest sex ever, and he was remembering it, and that's why his face was kind of weirded out in that moment.
Yeah, he didn't want to. It's like he's going to say that. Well, then again, he probably would have said that out loud, knowing Trump. Wild sex, you guys. That was my gift. Bada bing. All right. Shelly Bolton, ignore this if it's a duplicate. I wanted to see if y'all will sing like I did when I heard this. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? LOL, I'll see myself out. It was good, Shelly. Stephen Dollar, Megyn Kelly criticized a daytime NBC host for an insensitive tribute to her mom on Instagram because Nancy Guthrie is still missing, but continues to defend Candace Owens, the hypocrisy. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that she was like freaking out about some NBC host for making a tribute to her own mom while Nancy Guthrie is still missing. I saw that. Are
we not allowed to love our own moms?
You can't. Not now. Not until they know what's happened to Nancy Guthrie. Just you cannot talk about your own mother.
What in the world?
You're not allowed to do that. Not allowed. Supernova. As a bartender, AOC thought scotch on the rocks was a glass of scotch tape and gravel. Yvonne Cano 7777. Thank you for that super sticker. Roland Mogul 9671. Animals' lives matter. Great show. They do matter. We love all the animals. We do. You guys, I may be getting donkeys. Also,
yay!
From a listener, no doubt. There's a listener in Texas I may be getting donkeys from. Plus, I need to bring this up really quick and we can talk about it later, like in the week or whatever. But there is something every morning when I wake up at 4 a.m., I let the dogs out first thing and there is pee. That is about 10 feet from my front door. It's been happening for 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's an animal, not a human, because if it's a human, that's a problem. But I'm pretty sure it's an animal, you guys. It's not a lot of pee, but it's pee. And I'm like, is it a cat? I don't know what it is. We're going to have to get a camera and figure out what it is because we have cameras all over.
So it's like on cement or
it's on the cement. It's like when you walk out to the pool, it's like 10 feet away from the front door and about, 10 feet away from the pool. And it's right that it's just pee is left every day.
What in the world?
Every day.
Like, is it a gift?
I don't know, but something is peeing for me every day. And I've taken pictures of it. I'll have to show you guys the pee. Just like maybe somebody knows like what the pee circle, like,
Did you ask AI? Did you take a picture and say, what could have created this?
I'll have to do that, but it's kind of freaking me out because I don't know what it is and we need to figure it out. So yeah, anyways, Randy Craig, at my age, I never work out without taking a rest day, but since I haven't exercised yet this year, no arrests have been made. I'll go quietly. Kim Bogo, my autistic boy has a real phobia of dogs. My expectation is that I manage my boy, not other people's pups. It's a very good expectation. Mm-hmm. Shelly Bolton, Dad Joke Wednesday. I'm going to try again. What is blue and doesn't weigh very much? Light blue. Take my greenbacks. I like it. Jessica Maldonado, 8331. How do you find Will Smith on a snowy path? Look for fresh prints. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. Happy hump day, chicks. Those are good. Shelly Bolton. It's so ironic. People like Jayapal talk about these people being fully who they are when they are probably trying to be something they're clearly not. Provably trying to be something they're clearly not. Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Marcy Peralez. What did the cereal bring to the bank? Checks. Sorry, just take my money. Karen Elliott, 2903. Let's see how long the left would support Islam if they hated cats. Mm-hmm. Well, we know they don't like gay people, so Marcy Peralez.
What they do to them too,
right? Exactly. And transgenders. So, hello. Why did the jaguar eat the tightrope walker? It was craving a well-balanced meal. Carol Palazzo, 1205. Celebrating my 62nd birthday this Friday. Going to Elkhart tomorrow to pick up my mom so she can celebrate at Cake Bacon Indy with me and our my 4 daughters. Love you guys so much. Cheers. We love that place.
Elkhart, that's where I went to high school.
We love Cake Bake. Mock and I have been there and we used to go there. Oh, that's like one of the few things I miss about Indy. Cake Bake. TB Philly 61. Thank you for that super sticker. Simone Heyman. Ladies, thank you from the bottom of my Jewish heart for your continued support of my people. Happy 1st of Adar, the Jewish month of miracles. Shalom. I didn't know that. That's lovely. And you're welcome, Simone. Thank you. Angelica Diaz, 4107. Thank you for that super sticker. 4 Oh Golly Cats. Thank you for that super sticker. Squirrel Chaser 2651. Do you guys think this is real? She never mispronounced words before. Do you think this might be clickbait? Just so strange to me. No, I think she's that dumb.
Because it happens so not planned. I think she's just really
that dumb. Yeah.
Words.
And I think she's been propped up in the past as being this, super intellectual, and she's just not. She's a phony. Mm-hmm. Uriel Gonzalez, 7685. Daisy, I know you're not Catholic, but you need to go to confession.
Why?
I mean, I talk to Jesus every day.
Right
so
here.
I'll tell him. I mean, do I say all the bad things? Do you think I'm bad? Okay. Karen Elliott, 2903. Chris is so pretty it hurts. I need a cigarette.
This is what we're saying.
Maybe that's why I need to go to confession. Is I need to say.
Maybe
that's what it was. Because
maybe that's what it is.
I said the things about Chris Hemsworth. My husband knows. He knows that I think he's pretty. Supernova. Nevea is heaven spelled backwards. That's such a beautiful name. Supernova. Randy Craig. Naughty Nighty was my old dancer name. Next up on the main stage, Randy. Oh my goodness, you guys bring it in.
We went long today.
We
Oh my
did.
goodness.
We did go long. It's a long show. You guys bring it in. Hope everybody has an amazing Wednesday. And we got one more day this week, and then we're off on Friday.
Yeah. We haven't said that yet.
Yeah,
So
we haven't said it. But
that.
tomorrow is basically our Friday because my daughter's going to state for swimming. Yay! And so we're going to be there. But you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.